Hey YouTube, what goes on? Welcome back to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you a store tour toy hunt. That's right, we're back on the store tours. It's summertime. Like to get out there and check out some local toy stores. We're in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, at Uncle Bob's Vintage Toys. There is the phone number right there. You might know Uncle Bob from local Pennsylvania toy shows. He goes to ZoloCon, other shows across Pennsylvania, in the tri-state area as well. He opened a shop up a few months ago, but we're going to go in, look around, see what he has inside. Maybe talk to Uncle Bob on camera a little bit and see what they have. But before we get to that, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free for you, does not cost you anything. Helps us grow the channel tremendously on the march to 6,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications. That way YouTube should notify you and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Disavowed_12. Shout out to SixPacksAndKnickKnacks. He's here to do some camera work for us. Let's see what they have inside of Uncle Bob's. All right, so we are in Uncle Bob's toy store. This place is fantastic. There is so much stuff that is in here. New toys, vintage toys, retro stuff. There's some pretty insane older figures and play sets here. So we'll take some time to talk with Uncle Bob and his wife about some different things he wants to focus on, but otherwise I'll walk through and kind of show you what they have throughout the store, and then we'll kind of mix that in as we work our way. So right when I walked in, we have some Star Wars, some newer stuff here, obviously, mixed in with some older stuff in bags. Very clean here. Everything in the store, very well kept. Obviously, loose figures are in the baggies. Love seeing the branding with the baggies, as always. I think that's the Walmart exclusive ARC Trooper Echo. I remember chasing that down at one point back when I was in the Black Series. 15 right there on Gina Carano. So we have more Lucy's. So again, if you are a Star Wars collector, right where you're walking on your right-hand side, again, very reasonably priced as well. You know, it's not like you're trying to sell older figures that were at retail price, $10. You can't beat that. So again, this is some of the newer stuff. Boba Fett down to 22. Some individually baggy, and even here the information: 1980 IG88, complete, very clean, $30. So again, very reasonable. Also telling you point blank, you know, what year it came out. We got a Greedo from 1978 right there. I was talking with Bob off camera before we got started here, and he's such just an encyclopedia of information when it comes to toy collecting. So I was going to try to have some of that here in the video as well. SixPacksAndKnickKnacks is here as well, hanging out, as I mentioned, on the way in. He's looking for some things as well for his list. But let's take a walk through. There's just stuff everywhere. And I'll just say it out in the open here. There's no way I can do this place justice. Come check it out yourself. Uncle Bob's. Look it up on the search. All the information down below as well. He also does local toy shows across Pennsylvania, tri-state area as well. If you can get to this shop, you have to do it. There's so much here to check out and to see. Also, I probably will throw some music over the top of certain segments in here, so I'm not just hearing my voice through the entire video. So I might mix some music in as I kind of pan through some of the different things that are here. Oh man, $100. I'm pretty sure that's the guy that came with the Tarot-drome. I'm pretty sure I had that as a kid. But all right, let's keep looking around. So here in the case in the front, some more old school retro G.I. Joe stuff going on. So hopefully you can kind of see the prices there as I go through. There's the Cobra Communications, $30 on him. Beachhead, looks like 40. We got Chuckles is there. Chuckles for, I think it's 36. Dr. Mindbender, 45. So if you're a retro Joe guy, definitely a cool place to check out as far as the Joes are going to be concerned. Hardball, they haven't seen that in forever. That's crazy to see that right there. Bazooka at the end. Hey everybody, what goes on here in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, as mentioned, at Uncle Bob's Retro Toys. This is Uncle Bob right here, sir. What's going on?
How's it going?
Thanks for having us here today.
Yes.
Talk a little bit here about the store, when you open, how long you've been here, and kind of what you have inside.
Sure. We've, well, I've been in the toy business for a lot of years, doing a lot of shows, did a lot of online, things like that. But my wife and I decided now that I'm retired to go ahead and do a brick and mortar. We found this place in November, but the day we saw it, we put a bid in, bought it, renovated it. We opened doors just in time for Christmas, 2 weeks, second week of December. And what we do is everything from vintage toys to modern, 1960s, 70s, 80s, up to present. We're a retailer for the full Horsemen. We carry Savage Crucible, we carry Plunderlings, NECA, we're a NECA retailer. So, I mean, we do new stuff, but we also do old stuff as well. I mean, I have 1965 G.I. Joes in there, you know. I have some vintage 1970s dinky toys, you know, with the old Space 1999. So, I mean, we try and cover a wide assortment of things. We want for the newbie collector to the old salty collector that wants the odd things, the clones, the merch, the knockoffs. We try to appeal to everybody.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to take a walk through the store, and you'll put some things out to us that may be unique, some things that are rare, some things that are new. We'll kind of go from there.
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right. So right behind me, some Motu stuff. So again, individually bagged 18, Stratos, Merman 20, 18 on Too Bad. I might be messing his name up. I'm blanking on it. Of course, Skeletor, He-Man, pillowcase from 1983. I totally had He-Man stuff as a kid on my bed. Let me know if you did too. If you had the He-Man bed set in your collection as a kid, or in your bedroom as a kid. Roboto was right there, complete, 25 for him. But so much Motu stuff. Ram Man is here right in front of me. Castle Grayskull is here. We got some lunch boxes, some of the cups that go with the lunch boxes right there for you lunchbox collectors. 30 on that metal lunchbox there. Some more Motu stuff down below right there. We have some books and some cards. And even down below more, as you can see right down there, some vehicles and some more Legends down there. 10 on Vulcan, very well priced on that. Darwin, 10. Got the Thing, Johnny Storm's older Fantastic Four stuff. Just everywhere you look, there's something great. So what are we looking at here, Bob?
So this is the Special Mission Brazil set. This is like a G.I. Joe, you know, a real American hero, Holy Grail.
Okay.
It's total grail. And this set is pretty cherry. It's 100% complete. It's these 5 figures that are together with their cards. That's what we're looking at. You got Leatherneck, Dial Tone, God, I can't remember his name, Claymore, Mainframe, and of course Wetsuit to Seal. And there's special paint. It was like a Sears only exclusive, and it's like mad hard to find. And this one is 100% unbroken. There may be a crack in an elbow or two, but if you look at the paint on these guys, they're super clean.
Wow, that's awesome.
And that is a total holy grail.
So as we're walking around with Bob, saw some Beetlejuice stuff here. So GFA Tizzle, I don't think you have these. Awesome price on these. I'm going to be picking these up, and if you have them, you'll have some doubles. But you see there's even more back there too. So I want to message you. I also want to surprise you. So you'll see this video way after I give these to you. So, but man, I'm just going to keep looking around some more. So what do we have here?
So these are early 1970s Holmes dice. They're by TSR. They're some of the earliest Dungeons and Dragons dice that are out there.
Okay.
I believe there's a set that's a little earlier where instead of being orange, this one is pink.
Okay.
But otherwise, they're really early TSR dice. And if you look how they're made, they're so cheap and poorly made because it was really early on in, you know, the creation of Dungeons and Dragons. So these are not something you find every day. They're pretty cool. 1970s Renzi Hulk bucket.
Okay.
And what they did was they would do a bucket and they'd also do a bank. So like the head would be complete and it'd be a slot in the back somewhere and a little plug in the bottom. Oh, nice. They always made like 2. So like in my collection, I loved Buck Rogers in the 25th Century when I was a kid, and I have both the bucket and the bank. They did like Spider-Man, they did this, they did a number of them. It's a really cool thing. It's like so 1970s with the blow mold plastic.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff that comes with Marley. I broke my safe.
So Six Packs and I were walking by, and we both said we haven't opened our Marlins yet. And then Bob grabbed his off the shelf here. This thing is ridiculous. So if you're unfamiliar, people are unfamiliar, Bob, what are we looking at here?
So this is Jacob Marley's Ghost, and it is for Horsemen Studios Figura Obscura line. And this came out right before Christmas, and we do have them. Shameless plug.
They're in stock. We're gonna come pick them up.
I have 2 left, and when they're gone, they're gone. So.
Oh, you have the card that comes with it too.
Oh yeah, they do. Here you can see they come with the story, and I taped them on here so we wouldn't forget to give them to people, and a card with the artwork.
The packaging is so awesome with these.
Together. And we also have mugs here available.
This is the all-in set, right?
Yeah, this would have been the all-in. You have the mug. The only thing that's missing is the pins. I don't have any extra pins to sell. But I ordered the mug. It's a tin cup mug. Great for bourbon. I know this from experience. This is the voice of experience.
And while we're just looking at them here, I love personally the Figure Obscura line. So up here, I guess we have the second the fan channel or fan was a fan exclusive.
No, this is a retailer line.
Retail
retailer
exclusive.
Yeah, only the retailers will have them, and we are a retailer. And he comes with an extra head.
Yep.
And all the green glows in the dark on the head, extra hands and neck peg.
I have the original, and I almost got this one anyway.
Yep.
That wired cape is amazing.
The green in the hair and on the horse and in the eyes, that all glows.
And this we have the most recent, obviously, here.
This is the most recent. It's Bastet and Anubis. I have a few sets for sale, and if you swing to your right here, you can see where I displayed them. That's my throne. The Cobra throne is not for sale. But this is what you would get if you had the two of them. All these accessories. And in the back, the heads, the hands, the books that tell their story.
And this is Savage Crucible right beside?
And that's Savage Crucible next to it. In the back is their graphic novel.
And those are also on sale, or I'll show those on camera
I
shortly.
have some of them on sale. Yep, those I have some left. They're selling quick. This guy is my favorite. It's Como of the Isles. He's half Lemurian and half Atlantean. I don't know the whole story, but it's cool. The paint application's very cool. The double jointed elbows, and they're kind of hidden the way they sculpted the things. Really cool for photography and stuff. Swappability and the customization that goes on with Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions, and a big online community on the Cabals about that. But so I started with this figure here, real basic. He's a Legion builder. He's made to be either an army builder or a good base for custom. This was the first one I ever did, and that's what I came up with.
Oh, wow.
I did a complete repaint on a lot of it. I resculpted the sword.
The beard
gave
looks
it some
great.
Rusting. The beard is patterned after mine. I made it look like my beard.
I know you say that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So his beard is now mine. Or mine is his.
Mars Attacks in the house. Love to see Mars Attacks. Shout out to JB's Toy Trunk. Love to see Mars Attacks. Again, just a very eclectic amount of stock here, whether it's older or newer things. And one cool thing that Bob was showing us is that they don't just have figures, they have a lot of different sorts of things like cup sets, sheets, like it's just basically different types of merchandise that goes along with the different lines. As he said earlier, which is very accurate, you know, if you're a Motu collector, you probably have most of the figures. So then you start kind of going into deep dives, trying to get some other things in your collection. I definitely wanted to show off here that he has an entire Plunderling setup here. He works with Plunderlings. They do get sold here at the store. So great stuff. There's Feral Cheetah, my buddy. If you've watched my reviews, you recognize him. The fun factor on these things is just amazing. Bob actually has these on display all across the store in different sections of his own personal collection. the strong and the talls. I mean, he literally has basically everything. There's my big feral cheddar, basically. And I have to show these off. Savage Crucible. I am not indulging in these. The space thing. You know, if you watch my channel, I'm very careful with how many lines I collect. But I've heard nothing but good things about Savage Crucible. He has these all in stock as well. Great pricing. So if you are in the area or you want to take a drive here, right outside of Harrisburg, basically, these are all here on display for you to buy at retail. But they're all here on display. Very awesome seeing them. And then even TMNT. So you go from Savage Crucible, newer stuff, to old school TMNT. Just each shelf you go to, it's just Metalhead, $12. It's just something different. And again, just the pricing is fantastic here. And there's just so much stuff that's either going to bring back memories or it's going to be newer stuff that maybe you just dive into and dive right into the rabbit hole and start picking up some Mythic Legion's 4 Horsemen stuff. So it's just a great freaking time seeing this stuff here on display.
Musician whose shop is behind ours.
Nice. So you said this is
those guys signed that for me.
Linda Carter's stunt double, you said,
that's
right?
her stunt double, yeah.
That's
yeah,
autograph
on there.
So this is the back of the store. And again, in addition to action figures, and they have another whole room of different collectibles here. So going across, we have the McDonald's Halloween buckets, which obviously they're doing new ones of, but we have some of the classic ones up there, the originals. And then for anybody that collects different types of glassware, that's always awesome and fun to see. Dairy Queen, good luck seeing Dairy Queen. What's that? Strawberry shortcake. There it is. My sister collected that as a kid. I mean, just so much. They got Disney down here. We're big Disney collectors here. Bob had mentioned that his wife Shelly is big into collecting different holiday stuff. We'll talk about that as well in the video. But just kind of giving you a taste here of some of the things in the back room, which we'll go through and show you a little bit more of in a moment. Thermos collections, lunchbox stuff. There is something here for all collectors of all different walks of life. Whatever you collect, you're probably going to find something here you're going to want to take with you.
So this is a 1986 lunchbox, sealed. It's got a radio inside, and it's got a headset. And you can either listen to it over the speaker or on the headset. This is the second one we've had. Wow. I've never seen one sealed before. Shelly found that a short while ago in an antique place. And it's just such a cool piece. It's so 1980s to have your foamy headset, you know, and sit there and eat your sandwich. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't point out the Snorks and the Smurfs.
Smurfs.
The iconic war we all want to see on film one day. Snorks versus Smurfs, the war. Who would win? Would it end in a siege? I don't know how it would end, but give it to us.
I think they just drowned the Smurfs.
We want to see the war that would end. The war of 2024. Yeah, Centurions. Barbie. You got Barbie up there. She-Ra.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Just so much. I think they're McDonald's. Or they were okay, Shelly. Thank you. They're Burger King. Alf, yeah, there they are, from like the Happy Meal kind of things.
This is the cartoon, right?
Yes.
Version of Alf.
Yes, the Alf cartoon, which we do have. We can put it on for you. They're not for sale. We're going to keep these. I want to find a large frame and frame the 4 pieces and hang them in the shop because they're just so cool. It's not something you see a lot.
The only bummer is if you frame them, you can't see the one side.
I know.
That's the hard part. You have to decide which one you want to.
It's like which side is the better side.
You want to show.
Put them out one way and then
or do glass
pop
on
the frame and
you could do glass on both sides maybe somehow.
You could, but it's going to be pricey to glass both sides.
Got Elf back here. So this is that NECA figure. I'm pretty sure this is my figure of the year from 2 years ago. If not, it was top 3. Now they're also putting out multiple versions of him. But I think STC actually has a version coming up at the end of July of him as his superhero version, a variant of him. We have Alf trading cards. We have the Alf puppets. Obviously, we just saw it not for sale. They had the Alf Burger King Happy Meals. But man, freaking Alf puzzles, the whole Alf shelf. What store do you get to go and see an entire Alf show? All right, so since Six Packs is here, he is your resident craft beer and Simpsons specialist. Break it down, Bruce. What are we seeing?
All right, so we're looking over here. We have the Playmate selection of the Simpsons characters. You got everything here from your one-off characters, such as the blue-haired lawyer, all the way to Larry Burns, voiced by Rodney Dangerfield.
He never got any respect, did he?
He never got any respect. He's trying to sell stuff along the railroad tracks. Finds his dad. You got Willie here. He's looking angry as ever. Even back behind her, another one-off character, Freddie Quimby. One word, Shadda. Look off to the right here, you got your Martin Prince, also the voice of Betty Boop. I'm sorry, Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. Yep. I did not know that.
Yeah, Professor Frink. Oh, mascot Homer. When he got called up to the big leagues, and he just didn't make it. He didn't make it. But yeah, all the Playmate collections, everything attaches to any type of interactive environment. You can create the whole, let's call it the whole Simpson universe with it, and yeah, just a good
We have an
time.
entire shelf of Garfield. Again, what kind of store are you going to go to find all this awesome Garfield stuff? So we have Pez dispensers, old cars. I'm guessing are probably from like Happy Meals, glassware, cups, so stuffies, plushies. We got Odie in the house. Just so much, just everywhere you look, there's something that has a story behind it. So as I said, you got to check this store out. Down in the description, I will put the address and everything for you. If you're anywhere near this place, you got to come here because this video is not going to do it justice because there's so much fun stuff. So of course, we have some dinos, some Jurassic World, Jesser section, if you will. So some dinos on display. $10 on that guy right here. I am not a Jurassic Park or dino collector, but I do want to show them off for those of you who are. Again, then smack that Lord of the Rings, something different. As you walk around, they have such great stuff here. Cobra Kai hat. So it's very well themed on their shelves, but eventually one just bleeds into the other. We have some old wrestling. Greg the Hammer Valentine is here. Is that Rick Rude, I think? I'm not quite sure. Probably not, I'm probably wrong. Some smaller stuff. Hot Rod Roddy Piper. $10 Hillbilly Jim. This is stuff. Gangrel, Six Packs tossed Gangrel over at me there. So even wrestling here, also available. So we're still looking around.
You will not believe this.
Did you find a Barney? You
is
found a
unbelievable.
frickin' Barney. He had a little mishap on the 4th of July yesterday.
Right.
So tell us what happened, Six
So
Packs.
yeah, there was one of those sparkler tanks that you light, and hopefully it just produces sparks. Well, this one decided it's going to go straight down the sidewalk.
Right.
It jumped, it turned, and he ended up getting torched.
Oh my God.
So he's this is gonna be Barney 3.0. This is my third.
There's got to be some stories behind that.
Third chapter of Barney.
And just for
Gumble.
people watching who aren't familiar with the line, just tell us about the line, what it is. And
Yeah, so Playmates, they had the contract with the Simpsons back late 90s, early 2000s, and they produced, I think it was up to 18 different series and different waves before it was discontinued. But they went along and they produced all the different main characters, your, some of your subtopic characters, and some environments as well, where these figures actually clip down and they'll produce voice and all their catchphrases for what they typically say on The Simpsons. Barney burps a lot, talks to Moe, hangs out with Homer. But yeah, this guy here, he's my Flat Stanley, if you will, if you know that reference. He goes everywhere, breweries especially. He likes to sit up and post up and bend a few 12-ounce curls. So yeah, this guy's going home today. We got our replacement 3.0.
and that's
Awesome.
six packs and knickknacks on Instagram, right?
Yeah, Six Packs and Knickknacks on the IG.
There it is from Uncle Bob's. All right, Bob. So I couldn't help but notice the Toxies back here. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Yes, these are original carded Toxic Avengers from 1991. There's Dr. Kill-Em-All with his glow-in-the-dark weapons. And these things are just super cool. They're really hot right now. Toxie's very hard to find. I mean, they're just awesome pieces. When I found them, I actually sold Toxie himself last week. Some lady came in, had to have it. It was a great piece. So we do have 3. And then I just got my hands on this poster book from same time frame, early 90s. And it's just wicked cool. It's just very cool stuff. And you never know what's going to come through the door around here.
And the original stuff's great. I know people watching right now, you're probably out there hitting your Walmarts, hitting your Targets. Right now, Walmart has the horror section in their DVD area where they brought back Toxie and they're reissuing some of the stuff, obviously newer.
Yeah.
But I mean, nothing can replace seeing the originals like
vintage.
this.
And this is the coolest part about it. Look at that.
Oh,
You
sick.
throw a little UV light on them, they glow in the dark, and they're black light. They're just such fun pieces.
That's freaking awesome. And they look like they're in awesome condition. The cards look fantastic.
Oh, they're
on
nice.
these.
They're really clean. Yeah. This one's unpunched. Yeah, it's great pieces.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Stuff that he makes, it's all glow in the dark.
Oh, wow.
He starts with a base King Kong and King base Godzilla, and he adds milliput spikes and does a complete repaint, and it's all neon and glow in the dark.
That's really awesome.
Tons of extra spikes. All of these are for sale. All of these are screen used. He's a good friend of mine, and we're the exclusive retail brick and mortar that have them. Right now, this is not up to date. He has over 143,000 subscribers and close to 40 million views. It's insane. This piece that he did was a tribute to the two-headed Imperial Dragon. Glows in the dark. It took him 3 weeks to make this. It's the body from one dinosaur, tail from another, 2 different heads, from different dinosaur, an Allosaur, I think, different necks from another, all Mattel Jurassic Park type stuff he starts with, cuts them up, rebuilds them, and it's all done high speed on his channel. It's very cool stuff, and he will be at Toys for the Ages.
So over here they have the freaking John Con. This is one of my favorite figures in my collection. That is an amazing figure. It took forever to review because there's so much cool stuff in there. But I wanted to show, again, the horror shelf, Tales from the Crypt Keeper. We have the Thing back here for $65. Just, again, horror shelf, every sort of different theme going on here, shelf to shelf. Some NECA, Freddy going in the back right there, American Werewolf in London, 26 in the Toonie Terror. Again, some cool older cups, Universal Monsters, Stranger Things, Gremlins, Pennywise. It's just everything.
On the one side is some last 17 Star Wars figures, and you have an Imperial dignitary on the card. He's in great shape. You don't see that every day. But even more rare over here is these two IG-88s, both of them from 1980. They are the rarest of the large figure line from Kenner. Those are by far the most rare. You almost never see two side by side. And then next to them are two Gushers. These were Madball knockoffs. I believe they were 1992. You hardly ever see them, and never with the rubber still on the outside. It's like this squishy, tacky rubber, from the old icky stuff that they did in the 80s. It was great. Really, really cool stuff. And then also we have one of the Filmation Ghostbusters that's scared stiff there. Mm-hmm. Looks like a yellow C-3PO with pink eyes. So this is kind of a cool little grouping here of some of the more rare stuff.
And to make it official that we were here, there is the Disavowed sticker on the sticker wall at Uncle Bob's. So I made the decision. I have Feral Cheetah right there, who I use for my reviews. I'm going to get another Plunderling. I'm going to get out of my lane a little bit here. I don't have any of the taller Plunderlings. So it's between Raider Ace, and I was looking also down here. Where was he? There we go. Between those two guys. So I think I'm going to go with Raider Ace. So yeah, I'm going to add to my Plunderling collection.
Definitely. Put it aside.
Barney source.
Make sure you follow us, because if I forget, because if I see one, I'll grab it, but I might forget to reach out to you. You know what I mean? I'm always posting whenever we get. So. Okay, that was
That was an absolutely amazing time. I did not know what I was in for. This shop is incredible. The amount of stuff that's crammed in here. I bought a Plunderling, Six Packs bought himself, Barney 3.0. What a great conversation with Bob and with Shelly. Just good people, an awesome experience. Again, information is down below in the description. Come check out Uncle Bob's Vintage Toys. It's an amazing time. You can spend hours in here. I didn't realize how long we'd be here, and it was a blast the entire time. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free for you, does not cost you anything. Helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 6,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications. That way YouTube should notify you and tell you when we post new content here on the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over at Instagram and Twitter at Disavowed_12. Hey everybody, if you're going toy hunting this week, please try to remember the 3 P's of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all, politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and we'll be seeing all of you at the pegs.